So I'd like to show you the basics of finding good pictures to use either for print or for high definition video. I'm going to use these dragonflies as an example. One of my favorite animals, can move in the X, Y, and Z axis, very 3D. And you can see that Google is very good at Google Images, showing you lots of great pictures of dragonflies. And if we click on any of these, we can easily see that these look really good. But it's also showing us some numbers down here in the bottom. Now, if we're going to make an HD video, we're doing at least Blu-ray resolution of 1920 by 1080. And that is the minimum that I would want. The bigger the picture, the better. One of the big mistakes people make, besides not filtering out these smaller images, is to just save this image right here. This is a thumbnail. This represents a larger image that is out there on the internet. So this is no more a picture of a dragonfly than a picture of a pair of shoes, and a catalog is an actual pair of shoes that you can put on. So you have to go and get the actual image so you can use it in your slides, your videos, your print. I'm going to go ahead and show you how. Let's go to these settings right here. We're going to go to the advanced search settings, and we're going to just keep the dragonfly. But right here where it says image size, we don't want just any size. You can be very specific about your sizes. I'd like to go with at least larger than 4 megapixels. You can go higher, and then if you don't get very many results that are really going to work for you, you can bring this number down. Let's just go ahead and pick 6. Any aspect ratio, sometimes you're looking for a panoramic picture or perfectly square pictures. We'll take any picture because we can turn it into any shape that we want. And I do like one more change right here. I'm going to use JPEG, and I'll show you why in just a minute. There are plenty of other great image formats out there, but I'll show you why I like this one. So let's just click on this advanced search, and we get search results that look very similar to what we had before. But now when I click on this image, you'll notice that it got sharp and clear, and you can see that the numbers here are now in the thousands. And every single one of these pictures is going to be a very high resolution picture. So we can pick something that's going to fit with what we want. This right here looks like it's been very professionally done, but notice that it stayed a thumbnail. So I'm not so sure I'll be able to get to this picture. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. If it doesn't get larger and sharp and clear, if you're at school, many times it's on a website that's being blocked. You can see the thumbnail, you can shop in the catalog, but you can't actually order the picture. Let's go ahead and try and open this image. So open link in a new tab, and it will actually take us to the website. That is not always the easiest way to get your picture, because here's a whole bunch of pictures and they may not let you save them very easily. So let's find another way to do that. So I'm going to right click again, and I'm going to say open the image in a new tab, and you can see it's still the small one. So that's not what we wanted to do. Be careful clicking on these down here. These have not been filtered by size, and so it's pretty easy to say, oh, I like that one, but then it's not the 6 megapixel. Notice it's also copyrighted there, so you wouldn't want to use that in any case. Let's pick one of these, right click, open image in a new tab. And now we say if you can see the little magnifying plus right there, you've got yourself a good image. Always click on it, make sure that it's filling up the screen, it's sharp, it's clear. This would make a fantastic picture to use for just about anything. So let us do one thing before we save it. We're going to copy the image address. That's going to help us keep track of where it came from. Then you save the image. Now I've already got a folder here in pictures called Dragonflies. So I'm going to save it. I like to keep it the same name to start with at least. But we're not done. We need to go and look in that folder. And you can see here, here's a thumbnail of the picture. And you can see it does show us the dimensions. Let's look at the details so that we can really see how big it is. 4 megapixels, 4 megabytes in size. There's the name, date, but we want some more information here. If we right click on the name of any of these columns, we can turn things off and we can turn things on. Dimensions is going to show us the actual number of pixels X and Y, the dimensions of this image. I'm going to show one more thing, which we have to go to more to find. I'm going to go down to comments and turn on the comments field. It's just one that I chose that's usually empty. And you can see here, in fact, in this picture, there's nothing in the comments field. There are thousands of fields. But we want to actually put the URL, the image address, in here so that we can keep track of it very easily. Wherever the picture goes, the address goes too. So to do that, we're going to need to also turn on our details pane. So over here on the right now, when we look at it, we can see all sorts of information, including the speed of the film, the focal length of the lens, all sorts of stuff in there. Great information, including a comments field. And I'm going to click on it, click paste, and don't forget to click save. Now you can see that I've got the image address right here with the image. Let's save a few more. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Find another great picture. Let's find something. Here's a good product. No, we want real dragonfly. Let's find a good professionally done image. So again, checking the resolution, looks good. Let's say open image in a new tab. Make sure we really got it, and there it is. Make sure it's nice and clear. Just because it's a high resolution image doesn't make it a good one. It also needs to be very, very much in focus, especially with a subject like this one. So let's go ahead and save this image. No, don't do that first. Copy the image address, then save the image as. And once it's there, we'll just go and show it in the folder, go to the comments field, and paste it in. And you can collect very high quality pictures for use in your different media.